All right. So we're back. Thank you all for coming to play. Um, so, few people remember where we were at, left off.
First I know, we had just killed the putties.
Yeah, we had just killed the putties and immediately ended session after that.
All right. So you guys are in the dock. What would you guys like to do?
Well, we learned about the Bezor, like the poison cure rock, right?
Yes, that they were guarding, and
That,
somebody made friends with two of the putties.
that we can't
Ah,
move it because
yes.
it's the size of a small child.
Right.
That was me. I made friends with the two putties.
Yeah.
So Jack was actually corralling them out of the dockyards so that we could see what's up with that and why we were left here without any word from PR.
Yeah, I imagine probably be best just to go along, try to see how we can get in contact with them.
Um,
He wasn't picking up any of our calls before, I believe.
correct. Um,
And it was by choice, kind of ignoring, right?
you know that it, yeah, because you know that it wasn't actually blocked from getting to him, so it just, like when you pick up a phone, it just, you know, when you call somebody and he like goes straight to not straight to voicemail, like 1 2 ring and then go to voicemail. You know they sent you to voicemail type thing, almost kind of like
Yeah.
that. So, as you guys head out, uh, uh, your communicator also goes off.
Jack automatically picks it up. Go ahead.
I see that you guys have just left the dockyard. Sorry I couldn't answer, but I was in a tight situation. Still
Yeah,
am.
we
Wait, where are
know
you
that there.
watching us from?
Questions for later. More pressing matters now. We found that there is a Bezor currently being stored at the dockyards. Unfortunately, we can't move it at this time. It's the size of a small child.
Looks like you guys might need to get a little creative. I think that Rita is going to try to use her dark magic on it instead of making it a cure, making it a poison in and of itself.
Hmm. Well, then, what do you think we should do? Should we go back and grab it?
No choice. We have to.
Just be careful. Her lieutenants are walking around. They're going to be some probably on you soon. Just keep an eye out. But I can't talk anymore. I unfortunately have to go. And like hangs up right away.
No
Huh.
unnecessary risk, any of you.
I have an idea. If the rock's too big for us to carry, then we can just maybe tie it to, like, we bring, well, maybe bring a car here might be a bit much, but you know,
No, I get what
I,
you mean. Some type of rolling device.
If we could get something to transport it out of the dockyard to a vehicle, that would be beneficial. But the vehicle would have to be a ways enough away from the dockyards to not draw suspicion to us.
Well, Who here has a car? I definitely don't. Joe?
Unfortunately, no.
Left it at home. Besides, it's not really one for lifting.
Perhaps if we search the area, we can find a van.
Wait, this is a dockyard, right? Wouldn't they have loading equipment?
Loading in and out of ships because of the size of the containers.
Well, yeah, but if we get like a forklift or some shit, we can just push the rock onto the tongs and start trying to move the thing. Get like some straps, get that thing stuck on there, and we can ride it out.
I mean,
Hypothetically,
that's
you know.
true. The forklift might be a little bit too slow and too bulky in this situation.
You had a point.
What are those things that people like ride pull around fridges on? Like
Like a trolley or something.
A dolly?
A dolly, yeah.
Dolly.
yeah.
Wait. Add a character. Do we have super strength as Power Rangers?
Um,
Not in the sense of being able to just one hand the rock.
Maybe not one hand it, but like.
Even then, I think Jack would be the one who would be able to do that.
so
Yeah.
it would be based off of, like, that would be your might skill. Because of, how heavy it is. Might is the endurance type. So might determines on how much you can actually carry and, um, like, how long you can hold your breath underwater.
Yeah, alright. So
Wait, then what's conditioning for?
Conditioning is to give extra HP.
That's not
Yeah.
actually correct.
What?
Our carrying weight is based off of brawn.
That's. I do apologize. That's actually what I meant to say.
Yeah, which is
Like-
why I said Jack would probably be the best one to do it.
Braun is better at long-term stuff,
Yeah,
like holding something for a long time, while
Yeah,
Might is simply just for like hitting.
the burst
Like
of
short term.
energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might is good. Might is good for when we were opening the doors to the container, but actually moving the rock would probably come down to Jack, and maybe if somebody else had anywhere near what he has for brawn.
I only specialize in might, so it's not my thing. But I do think we should probably find some type of moving device that only one person is needed for, like a
Yeah.
dolly.
I mean, I know a
Even if we
specific
could-
piece of machinery exists that's like basically a hand moved forklift. It's like really small. But like they got like the carrying things and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know about the matter of speed, but I imagine a
We
dolly.
still have, yeah. Well, if it's just on wheels, nothing else, no mechanicals that would stop it, then it would just depend on how fast the person can go while pulling it.
I mean, let's look around, see what we can find. It's really a matter of what we come across first.
Now the real question is, do we do this morphed or unmorphed?
Morphing runs too much for risk right now.
Well, yeah, but if we get caught during the middle of this shit, we're not exactly going to have a chance to hide our identities.
And if we tip the
Joe.
scale too soon, then they know that they're back, and we draw more fire on us at this situation.
How about after we find the moving device, then we morph? Because going in there and getting the stone may very well need us to be morphed. But finding the device will not need us to be morphed. How about that, guys?
Sure, only you guys know how to morph. I don't know how to morph.
We'll
I still
show
say
you.
going this quiet route instead of putting a banner on ourselves right away is better. No morph unless we have to.
Well, you can still be quiet while morphed, you know? It's just like, it'd probably be a bit easier to spot us.
You don't always have to yell. You know what your creature or whatever the call thing is, and yeah after.
Yes, but the headspace Jack is in.
No, no, no. I'm,
I put a banner that they're back
yeah.
very, very quickly.
That's
He
only
doesn't
if
want that.
someone. That's only if someone watches like if there's like a security camera or if a putty gets away. So as long as we're
PR also
careful.
said that lieutenants are starting to circle in on our location.
Well, they don't know that we're here, do they? They just
They
are
don't know
coming
we're here.
around here.
They
Yeah.
just know that putties have gone missing from their patrols at this moment.
Yeah, there's now the putties that you faced that you got all beat up, and then there was the one that uh, that you know got coup de grace. I think coup
And
de
I
grace
mean-
is the right term, right?
Yeah. I didn't give the putty a chance.
I mean, the thing is, Jack, like, if we're gonna have to morph at some point, you know, whether it's before they come here or after, we're gonna have to at some point. They're gonna know eventually. Would you rather keep
Rather
our
than-
identity
I'd
safe?
rather them know only when we need them to know.
We may not really have a
My
choice.
identity doesn't mean much to me.
So, are you guys choosing to say demorphed right now?
What Jack's doing.
I mean, I don't
I-
know
I'm-
either way.
I won't bother to morph until after we've checked the area for some type of moving device. And then if we have to, we'll just like manhandle the stone out of here.
I mean, I got a question.
Mhm.
Because no matter what, as we're moving this thing out, we're gonna probably get into a fight. Have we healed at all or anything? Because it really hasn't been any time, but you know.
Um, I'm trying to think, did people take damage in the last fight?
I don't
Yes.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I took 2 damage. I'm at like half health.
Same.
Same.
You can heal each other by using science. Um,
Who's the nerd of our group? Cat? What do you have?
I mean, you can always roll it unskilled.
That's true. So, like, what would science do? You're just like, I'm gonna heal this man, and then you roll science.
Yeah, so you'll normally there's a med kit essentially, and then you roll science and it heals for that. So, like it's
the hell?
like -5, I believe. Um,
And how many of us are currently damaged?
All but Jack, it seems.
yeah,
Okay.
because they couldn't hit Jack.
Does
Use my evasion,
morphing
which is decent.
bring back our health?
It
I
doesn't
don't
bring
know
back
if
your
it
health, but if you were ever to be brought down to 0 while you're morphed,
Okay.
you can choose if you want to unmorph and be brought to 1 hit point, but you're knocked out, or you can go to 0. It's your choice. And
The only way that being morphed would give us health is if we had a Blue Ranger, because they can heal when we're morphed.
They can? Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
I guess we're gonna have to find a Blue Ranger in the future. For now, though,
Someone who was
what?
like, "Hey, does anybody have a spot?" I was like, gonna say no right now.
Because we're in the middle of a thing where we can't really introduce another person.
And I want you guys to enjoy, a little bit of the game before, if if I decided to add anybody else. Right now, I think 4 is not a bad number.
I
No,
think
I'm just
if
saying.
we actually start getting where to the point where we're getting knocked out in every fight, then it would be time to consider. Oh, yep, we need a Blue Ranger.
I was just saying maybe we have like an NPC become a Blue Ranger.
Eh.
Like if you don't want a fifth player, then fifth
Start arguing
NPC.
with myself. It's great. Actually, on my Monday night game, the GM does that occasionally. It's very interesting watching multiple people have arguments with each other, all played by the same person.
I mean, it's one thing if it's like a PR kind of deal, but I don't really think like main team Ranger should really be NPC'd.
Not only
Yeah.
that, we don't really have any NPCs at the moment to make into a ranger. Like, we have not that many important NPCs.
Yeah, it's something we'll figure out later.
Yeah.
For
So,
now,
Let's see.
you said we need like a medical kit.
yeah, I'm not too worried about it. You guys having it right now. You can always spin a story point, and boom, there it is. Um, let's see.
Would it be reusable, or just like one use?
I'm good with reusable.
All right, I'll spend a
Thanks.
story point.
Just gotta restock it every adventure.
Yeah. But I'll use a story point to pop into existence.
So,
But before I slap bandages on you guys, does anyone have a not 0 in science?
Would it be
Um,
science or would it be survival?
it's science. I mean, I would actually say survival would be okay as well. Um, just because, you know, you know survival tricks.
All right, here you go, my boy. Here's the med kit. Do your thing.
Yeah. So you can. It's in the book. It's page 121. The med kit is a kit with a hard plastic case containing bandages, antibacterial solutions, splints, and pain medication. The kit has 10 uses before the supply must be replenished. As an action, you may spend one of the kit's heal 1 damage without needing to make a science medicine check. Users with science medicine may use the kit to heal 2 damage. It's kind of weird that it's worded that way.
Just
Because
heals 2
I mean,
damage.
it will heal 1 unless you make a check, and if you make a check, you can heal 2 points of damage.
Oh, okay. There we go. All right. So, Kat, you wanna slap us with some of that medical knowledge you have?
Well, I have in survival. I have nothing in science, but I can give it a go.
Yeah, I'm like I said, it would be good just the same. Because survivalists need to know how to, you know, take care of a broken leg or something.
It failed.
Well, yeah. So you'll just heal the 1 point. But this is just to make it to where you don't need to use as many uses. So it has 10 uses, so that's 10 points of damage that you can heal.
We got the option for survival. Does anybody have anything other than a D2 in survival?
I have
Wait.
0.
Wait, Kat, I thought you said you had survival.
Yes, but I rolled science, not
Oh,
survival.
I told you to roll survival.
You could roll
All right,
survival.
I'll roll survival. Hold on. Ah!
All right. So that definitely would heal the 2 points of damage. Instead of
Do we need to like roll 3 times over, or do you just want us to do 1 for 3 of us?
I'm good with 1, but it does use it does use that many uses. So
Yeah.
it'd be 3 uses out of the 10.
Yeah, alright. I got 7 listed down. So if we need it later, we'll have a few more uses.
Set
So
into inventory.
all right. So now everybody's back to health. Um, why is it? Token later. So
So
make
now-
a as you guys are looking around. So um, do the wonderful alertness skill.
Come on, baby, don't film me now.
There it is.
Yeah.
Ah.
I always do fairly well on alertness. Pretty proud of myself.
Where is?
Say nothing.
Hold on just a second.
Did we all just pour all the points into alertness?
I mean, a lot of
You
people.
have a D2.
I mean, it was just lucky I have a good amount of alertness. It's been used so freaking often.
Well, and unfortunately, is a very common thing. Like everything
Yeah.
really needs to be alertness. Alertness. Like I hate
Yep.
that, but
That's how it be with any kind of RPG with you gotta roll this to notice something kind of stat. Because you always gotta be looking out for stuff in a game
We
that
actually
is
know what
primarily.
we actually found what we're looking for. It becomes more of, oh, this stat is actually useful for this. But when you're looking for things, yeah, you're gonna have to just spam one stat.
Every DM I know hates perception because they're like everyone pours into it, and it's just frankly too much of a good skill.
I had to pour points into making sure that I covered your guys' weaknesses. So I didn't have points to spend into other things.
and that is okay. Um, sorry, I'm fixing. I just remembered on how to get this fixed. So, um, there we go. We can have.
I mean, I was just playing to my strengths as a Red Ranger. The only thing I really went into that is pretty unique to me is the persuasion thing.
All right.
But like, I have high conditioning, high might, high initiative, high alertness, high persuasion. That's about it.
All right. So this is a dockyard. So you guys will find. You'll actually find a semi truck that's not on, and you'll find the loading machine, like not like a cat like forklift, but the big loading machine, like that goes like the big giant crane.
Ooh. That could be
Oh.
interesting.
So we have so this truck looks like it could haul the containers.
Yes.
I think we
Okay.
just covered our bases.
So
Do you
we
want
need to
me
break
the
into
whole
the car.
truck?
The truck we can put the container that the Bezor's in on the truck, and then use the truck to get away.
Sure.
We need to like break in and like hotwire it though, or like find out where the keys are. And then the whole crane thing is like a whole nother issue.
I'm going to look in the truck and see if the putties are stupid enough to leave the keys in the ignition.
Well, I mean that's if this was driven by the putties or not. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say Cat and Jack go to the truck while Joe and Dio go deal with the crane. So we can get those two things knocked out.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, that could work.
okay, so which pairing are you guys going in?
Joe Dio to crane, Jack Cat to car.
Do the semi.
All right. All right. So let's do Jack and Cat. So the name of the company is Greenfield Trucking. And it's not like it's like money green, like the dollars. Like I don't like it. They spell it really weird. Like the G is a dollar sign almost. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So can I make an alertness to look inside the truck to see if I can find the key?
We'll see if the vehicle is unlocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha!
All right. So you do notice that the vehicle is locked, but you do see the keys in the vehicle.
They locked the truck with the keys inside.
Do you know how many times I've done that?
Oh my god, that was so funny.
I've done that so many times. Like I occasionally will leave it in the ignition switch, but I used to do it a lot when I was
Okay.
younger. But like I put them on my lap or I undo it and I drop them on accident and don't realize I dropped them and they're on the seat.
Okay.
Bro.
So I'm just gonna spend a story point to say I have a lockpick set on him.
All right. So do I would say a streetwise or
Yep.
infiltration?
They're both the same for me. So I'm gonna go with infiltrate.
Okay. And having the lockpick kit, you'll have an edge. Car
Okay.
locks are a little bit harder. Um, we'll say the difficulty is 15.
ooh,
Boom.
You get in, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop over to Dio and Joe real quick.
all right.
Is this like one of those cranes you have to climb like up like a tower to get to, or is it like low level?
It's the big one.
All right. Hope we can survive the climb.
What's on the end of it?
What do you mean?
Is it
Like-
I assume we're going up here to move the crate, but what's on the end that would allow us to do so?
The claw itself.
Okay, so like the
Like-
claw, it's just a claw.
It's generally a claw or a magnet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that actually picks it up. Like it will pick it off of the ships, and then put it on into the dockyard itself.
All right.
Joe, you've worked with a lot of movies. Have you ever seen one of these get used before?
Can't say I've really had the pleasure, but they can certainly. It doesn't seem too hard.
I hope you're right.
Joe says, knowing that he's shitting on the fine name of all dock workers that have to use those things, and he has no idea how hard they are to use.
All right.
Are you forklift certified, by the way?
Questions for later. Let's just start climbing.
So, make a say if you're climbing. Well, they have the regular things. I would say acrobatics or athlet. Let me see what the description for the difference. Um, let's see.
I mean, acrobatics, I would assume, would be more like jumping and twisting. While
Yeah,
athletics would just be more like, a bit kind of like Brown, where it's like physical endurance, but like also capability.
Athletics is probably more like cardio,
Yeah.
like running and stuff. Brawn and like might are probably more like pure strength things, where it's like you're doing a lot at once, or like you're doing a lot of weight based stuff over a period of time.
I want to be like
Um,
lifting or carrying.
So the acrobatics has a actual specialization, which is balance. It's the ability to keep you stay upright in control of your own movements despite outside stimuli, loose footing, or impractical footwear.
If we're climbing, then if you're climbing, then athletics would be the stat that would be used.
Yeah,
All right, then I'll roll athletics.
because or not no. Well, yeah, that too because it does have climbing. Um, so yeah. Actually, really, those two are pretty interchangeable.
Acrobatics is more of a finesse-based kind of maneuver that you're doing, while athletics is just you're doing the thing.
Right.
Yeah,
If there's
Nothing
like
fancy.
heavy wind, acrobatics probably would be a little bit more.
Oh yeah, that would definitely come into play.
acrobatics
If
is
you just
about
straight up climb
skill.
until you get to a point where there would be wind involved, then I could see acrobatics coming into play.
I mean, acrobatics I see is more of skill. While athletics is more about endurance.
But yeah, yeah, athletics then.
Damn. I'll see you in heaven, Joe.
You try to climb up and you fall the 2 feet that you climbed, landing on your backside.
Like your foot just like slips and you just lose your balance and you like fall down a couple steps. It's like boom, boom, boom. Damn it! Caution: slippery when wet.
I can't
Fortunately,
go on, Joe.
after you get up about 5 feet, you have an enclosed area.
I'll
Just
see you on the
like,
other side, Joe. Do it for me, man. Do it for me.
yeah, time to earn my forklift certification.
Well, your
Just
crane
chill out here.
certification. That's much
Alright.
harder to get than a forklift.
I failed, but a bit less.
Well, I mean, if you spend a story point to reroll the one, you have a 50-50 chance of making it to 10.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna need my story point to fucking use the damn thingamabob anyway.
Yeah, so I'm going to show this again. So you see the, the crane itself?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that's what you're operating.
And I'm assuming that that's gonna be targeting.
For doing the dropping, like
Yeah,
the
for
movie.
like dropping and moving it. Like, what the heck would that be?
Um, driving technology, um, and yeah, I'll allow targeting because you got to get to the right spot. Um, or you can science to understand how things operate. Um, so, um, yeah.
Or you could do a performance and just fake that you know what you're doing.
That works too.
Somehow still manage to do it.
I. This reminds me of a story. What was it? This reminds me of the Lifetime original, Crane Operator.
It reminds me of that one niche role I had years ago, where I had to play a crane operator. These movements worked, so I'm going to try those.
You remember me from such films as
Bob the Builder, the movie.
The Dockhand. I do like that idea of Bob the Builder, the movie.
I'll be frank. Has that happened yet?
I don't think it
I
actually.
don't think it has had a like a big screen movie, but it's probably had direct to DVDs kind of stuff.
Well, I mean,
How
like,
How about
look at
how about
Barbie.
we?
Yeah.
Oh God. Please, let's move on.
Okay.
I don't want to keep
Not
talking
go down
about
that
this.
rabbit hole.
So, after
Wait, did we both fall?
yeah, but I'm gonna. But after some time, you guys. Well, is just Joe going to go up there, or both Joe and Dio?
I was gonna go up there too to try and assist.
All right. Which that's not a
But
bad idea.
I trust my boy Joe. You know.
Be a good idea to get a bird's eye view in case things start to go south.
Yeah, I was planning like mainly watching the container and the area around it, because we could probably see if there were any big baddies coming near. You know.
Your friend buddies are going to have a conniption.
It's gonna be fun. All right, so you guys get up there, and so Dio, you're lending assistance, or are you going to keep an eye out?
I don't know, Joe. Do you believe in the heart of the cards? Do you think you could do this by yourself?
Hey, I mean, I could. It's just, I mean, let's just say if
Like
I
the
fuck
stage,
this
time for you
up,
to act.
I want to ask: would you guys actually accept performance?
Yeah, like if you may have done a movie of it before.
Say yes, Joe. Say yes.
I mean, let's go for that. Yeah, I suppose I could. I've probably done like some minor roles before I got to my main gig.
Yeah, you know, again, I don't want to say.
Yeah.
Hi, this is
famous
blah blah.
minor role.
Yeah,
Crane operator number 4.
you know the movie Dockhands.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shrug and just be like, I think I can manage.
All right, then I'll try to keep a close eye out, see if there's any big baddies coming nearby, while you
Well, we
try and figure out the
gotta,
controls.
we gotta wait for the truck, right? Or are we bringing it over to the truck where it is right now?
They're gonna be bringing the truck, but you guys got to get the thing like running so you can actually get it moved over.
Ah, that's what you meant. All right.
Get it to a place where we can get it on the truck and then quickly leave, while
As-
also not drawing too much attention to us.
All right. Let's drop that. Let's drop down that performance then.
Drop the beat.
All right. I have
Let's
improvised.
go.
So
Did I roll alertness?
yes, roll alertness. And get an edge on it. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. So,
By alert.
yes, I did not get the picture. So, there is somebody coming, off in the distance. Let me get the picture of him. Like, I knew I forgot something. I got his stats, but I forgot to get the picture. Boo, boo, boo. So, I just realized I probably should have changed the. Oh well. All right, there we go. So off in the distance, you see
Bones.
Bones
Oh boy.
is heading that way.
Oh shit.
Well, don't look. He looked like a ton of fun.
God damn it.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know who this man is, but he's made of bones. And that's kind of
It's
scary.
an old Mighty Morphin villain. The one off. Then he was never heard from again.
Yep. But he has really cool ability. He, but he actually can regenerate. So
Oh shit.
Oh, he has a very dangerous ability for.
Those classic Mighty Morphin villains, man, were a lot stronger than we remember.
But I did make sure that I try to make sure that his challenge rating is not insane. So
He's a little bit
Right.
nerfed from what he should be.
yeah, you should see like some of the abilities that somebody else posted for him. I was like, that's a little bit strong. So
So those abilities we're thinking level 4, 5,
um,
thereabouts.
I actually this version actually does not have. I did not give him the regenerate because I didn't want to be that mean.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got a
at
cool
level
score.
1 having even a lieutenant with regeneration is a bit much.
Yeah, he doesn't. I did not put a regeneration on him. So
I could see starting to see the regeneration abilities on lieutenants become more of a thing when we're level 3 or 4, but not right now.
well, he also doesn't have a whole lot of health. I mean, this is a low health game, and he definitely does not have a whole lot of health.
It's low health, high risk.
I'll
Yeah.
call the others, and like silently, I'll be like, "Guys, I spotted a lieutenant. He's like a skeleton thing with a sword."
Get the crane in motion. Get the crate up quickly.
Joe, how long
So-
until you can get this crane moving?
I mean, it's moving. I just gotta wait for the truck.
All right, now Jack and Kat. Who's driving?
Jack.
Do you want to drive Jack or do you want me to drive?
I'd have Jack drive.
This is a bit off topic, but I'm just now realizing it probably would have been smarter to have Cat go up the crane, since they have a bow and arrow in their morph.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
What? Pat wanted to go to the truck, so that's why I split them this way.
All right, so roll the driving.
Can I use my influence perk to help with this? Big vehicles, military vehicles,
Yeah.
same thing.
Well,
that works for the Edge.
they're all diesel. You know, basically the same. Yeah.
Do you know how to drive a stick shift?
There's not an automatic. Well, at least I don't think there's an automatic truck that's
No,
diesel that is in the army.
yeah, no. Military trucks, military vehicles in general are all stick shift. There's no
Seen a few.
automatic.
I've seen a few.
They'd be far in between, I'd imagine.
I've
Yeah.
honestly not, but I've
I
never
was
really
more-
paid too much attention.
I got a crit success.
Cool.
Alright,
I
Hmm?
I was gonna say, why don't I drive since you guys or have the abilities to morph?
I mean, you can too. We just we
haven't,
haven't
just-
explained it to you yet.
haven't gotten to that point
For
yet.
the most part, it makes sense for Jack to do this kind of thing because I
Oh.
can finagle an edge out of what I do.
Okay, so
Um,
I'm sitting in a I'm sitting in a passenger seat.
and you know, you guys aren't necessarily needing to morph just yet. So, but so you guys get over there and you get to the truck over there. The putties that were standing there just like are completely baffled on what the hell's going on, but they're not doing anything. They just think that, you know, oh hey, they're deciding to move this now.
They didn't exactly see Jack or Cat, so hey, we could just be the workers that drive this truck.
Yep.
So roll roll a another. I'm trying to think. Performance, Joe.
Me?
Yeah, just to get it on there, and Jack,
boy.
do another driving. Like you're able to get to it now. Get it all loaded.
Okay, can I roll a story point to redo that?
And you can use it, and even though like you guys get a story point, but it's a pool of story points. So just like somebody may give you a story point that you can use if you personally run out.
Can you
but
only
I can-
re-roll the skill die, or can you re-roll both die? Because
It's one. It's one for one. So one skill story point for the D20, and then you can do another one for the D4.
yeah, you'd have to spend 2 if you want to re-roll both of them, or just 1 for the D20.
It's annoying.
Well, I mean, if you need a story point, man, I can lend you one, and then you can like hopefully get a 3 on that other one and maybe succeed.
We'll have to try, I suppose.
All right, Dio hands him the story point.
Just pats him on the shoulder and says, "Try again."
You got this.
Let's
Oh.
go! Wait. Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
only have a
that's 11.
D4.
All right. And then Jack with the driving.
Yeah. Same deal with the edge.
You're still driving it.
I just double check to just be careful.
All right. So you guys get it successfully onto there, and you guys are starting to pull away. Joe and Dio, you're obviously probably coming down.
I'd say
Like-
you guys would be getting out of there as soon as the crate is off the container on the truck.
You're like, all right, drop it, lift it up. All right, let's go, 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 go.
Wait, did you make sure to turn the crane off, Joe?
It doesn't matter, run!
I turned the crane. I made sure to turn the crane off because I'm pretty chill.
All right, let's slide down, like a fireman on a fireman pole.
Roll another alertness, real
Oh,
quick.
no.
Dio and Joe.
With edge.
you still have the higher high up. So
We have the
yeah,
high ground,
yeah,
so
you do
yeah.
have the high ground.
Well, that didn't mean it matter for me.
What can I say, man? I never fail my alertness. I'm too alert.
And you only have a D4 in it. You're really good at rolling those alertness though. All right,
It's always alertness. Everything else is like mediocre.
so you see that Bones is getting up like close enough. You guys are not going to be able to get out of there in time.
Well, okay, I got an idea. It's stupid. It's incredibly risky.
I'm gonna
Actually,
jump
it's
off the crane.
probably no. There's a literal cable at the end of it.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm not gonna lie.
What are you thinking? Because I'm not.
We
You're not gonna
go.
pull a Tarzan, are you?
Well, we're not swinging on it. We're just gonna like fireman down it.
Yeah. Listen, you guys are in the car, right? And no one has
We're in
seen
the
you.
truck.
Yeah.
We're heading out at this point.
Well, you guys got to.
Yeah.
You're not waiting for
It's
your people.
it's a two-man cab, isn't it?
Are we not?
It would be a normal cab, I'd imagine.
You can still wait for them and have them hop on the back of it. Like not the back of the
Like,
crate,
jump on
but
the side,
Or
jump on
in
the
the back.
side of the
Yeah.
cab.
On the
or
back of the
hell,
cab.
I could position the crane over water. Then we can slide down for the most part to the thing, and then just kind of. I know that I know that it's like you gotta do the jump right, but you know like we could just jump into the water, right, and just kind of swim our way out of there.
Well, yeah, but wouldn't the problem be that Bones then could go after the truck? I thought that's what we were trying to stop here.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, I thought he was coming
If
here
we
and like.
if the truck left the moment that they removed the crane from the container while it was on the truck, he wouldn't be able to catch us. It's you two that would be the issue.
I mean, what is Bones focused on right now? Because I figured he would have seen that we lifted the cargo up and then put it on the truck. And then be like, hey, that's not supposed to be that way. And then he ran after the truck.
Yeah, he's coming. So he noticed that you guys were moving it, like it was being operated, and nothing should have been operating right now. So he is heading to that area.
He's heading. Is he heading
so-
for us or for the truck?
Yeah, is he heading for us
where
or
where the well, it's all basically same area. Like he's going towards where the shipping crate was.
I'd imagine
And,
if
like-
he was going in a direction, he would go for the truck first, since the crate is already on it. By this point,
The real question
Yeah.
is, would he be able to catch up to the truck if it started going?
essentially no.
I mean, that's if the car started up really quickly, but I imagine a semi truck takes a little while to gain speed.
You're assuming that he stopped the truck.
Well, you had to load it, so
Like,
you had to.
Yeah, the car was stopped, but it wasn't off, so it was still running.
Right. But to actually start moving,
Yeah, to
you
get
can't
to
move
speed,
super
yeah.
fast.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, to get to speed it would take a bit, but it would still be faster than him just running at us.
So then
How
he'd
fast
probably
is
be
the
able
car?
to catch up.
Let's see. How fast is the rat?
To you
bug?
guys. The truck getting up to speed would be faster than him running at us from his current position.
Like, I'm imagining a semi truck moving like a bus after it stops and then starts going again. A guy could just be running next to the bus, and be like, "Let me in, let
Yeah,
me in."
but he's also presumably a ways back from it since he's coming to the area. So by the time you get up to speed, he would be at the crane.
So let's see. The rat bug has movement of 45. Trying to see. Wait, that wasn't the rat bug. What was it? Oh, that's the battle bike. My bad. Radbug. Okay, never mind the Radbug. That has 120. Storm Blaster is 45 feet. So
Wait, is Bones on a vehicle?
no. I'm just saying, like, as an example of how fast the vehicle moves, I would assume it would be kind of like Storm Blaster, even though Storm Blaster is um, a Jeep. Um, but Storm Blaster only goes 45 feet. The question is, like, you wouldn't be able to outrun them because going 45 feet, um, if he runs, like, his movement is like, I think it's 40.
So yeah, he'd be able to catch up to the semi truck easily,
Yeah, his movement's 40.
regardless of how far away he is.
He can run, and granted, he can't do any other actions, but he can keep on running and outpace it.
Yeah. Okay, then it doesn't look like we have much of a choice, Joe. We're gonna have to. It's gonna have to be morphin time.
Just two of us and that guy. Oh boy.
You don't have to fight. You don't have to fight a prolonged battle. Just enough for the truck to get away. Then you run.
Yeah, we just have to distract him
Hmm.
long enough. But hey, if we can kill him, that'd be really cool too.
Well, either way, dibs on trying to steal a sword. Joe says as he starts climbing down.
Don't think you'll.
Actually,
I mean, if you want it that badly, Joe, you can have it, man.
man, I'm joking. But anyhow, so should we morph up here or should we?
We can't let him see us, so perhaps while we're running across the crane, we do it very cinematically and morph.
So Jack, you're just driving off and leaving them, because Dio did.
He's going to call them on the communicator. Try to distract him for a little while, but don't put any unnecessary risk on yourselves.
You got it, amigo.
The moment you get out.
I'll try to lose him after you guys get the hell out of there.
Now, Kat, are you deciding to stay with Jack, or are you gonna stay behind, or what would you like to?
I'm gonna stay with Jack because I'm already in the car with them. There's not much for me, and I don't know how to morph, so I'm gonna wait. I want to just go with Jack to keep an alert, keep a watch out for Bones.
Okay. So, Dio and Joe, you guys morphed.
Are you ready, Joe?
Yep.
It's morphin' time! Bam, now I'm morphed. Wow, so easy.
About goddamn time.
I mean, it's
So-
what, session 4?
I mean, we technically morphed once, you know?
Morphing is supposed to be a big deal, and we're not supposed to do it just for the random foot minions.
But this isn't a random foot minion. This
I
is a
know,
monster of
but
the
we
week.
haven't had an actual reason to morph since we got the ability to morph.
Yeah,
Twice.
because you guys,
Alright.
just been like murdering everything. Let's see.
So,
Killing putties is what you do.
sliding down this long rope from the crane, would that be an athletics or an acrobatics roll?
That one I think could be an acrobatics.
Yeah,
Acrobatics.
because
Terrible performance instead because it's absolutely.
You want to
something
make a show of you sliding down.
Oh, absolutely.
bust out with like
Can-
Pink and how she does the aerial stuff.
Well, wait, is jumping down from this high up just something we can do?
I doubt.
Not while you're in civilian form.
Well, if morphing, while you're morphed, your jump distance is ×3. I mean, I guess you guys could do a athletics check to jump down.
Oh, I want to be more
'Cause-
dramatic
but-
than that.
No, you can still roll performance because you could do like a.
Acrobatics or performance would still do well for that.
Epic.
But I kind of need athletics, you know.
Well, I mean,
So
it would. Well, it all. Wait, hold on a second. Let me check. Um, all right. All right. It's an okay. Jumping is an athletics skill test.
let's go.
Whenever your character attempts a jump of longer than 5 feet, you roll less the difficulty listed. It's kind of weird. So you guys were. We'll say it's a high jump, but running. 10 feet, so difficulty 13.
Ooh, I believe in.
Yeah, but you need to get like it's 13 minus whatever you roll.
Wait.
Or long jump.
Wouldn't that
Do
make it impossible though? Then
what? No.
if it's like 13 minus what we roll.
Well, not minus. Like you take 13 out of what you rolled. So I said it backwards. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the difficulty is 13.
Right. So you take your total number minus 13, and that tells you how far you.
Okay. I want to ask, do I get an edge because I have artisan? I get an edge when it comes to my art comes into play, such as performing. You are passionate about your art style and gain an edge on social and smart tests where your style applies. I am rolling a performance, which is a social.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good.
Be right back.
No, no.
Oh God.
It's only the freaking alertness. It's always the alert.
We should just mount Dio on like a satellite, so he'll just notice everything instead.
Congratulations, you become the all-seeing eye.
That's all I can do, apparently. God damn.
Well, don't worry. I'm not gonna kill your character because I mean.
I'm gonna take damage, right?
Let's see. It's falling. Let's see. You fall.
Yeah.
I would like to ask a question directly to God. Could Dio fall hilariously directly onto Bones? Because that would be freaking hilarious.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's like Bones is like, and yeah, I'm gonna stop this truck, and like Dio just fucking falls out of the sky on him as like a Power Ranger. It's like the most
I'm trying to do a
jarring way to
superhero
start.
landing. And instead of landing next to him and being like, we meet, I land on top. I'm like, oh, sorry about that, man.
He
Sorry
just
about
has
that.
his, he
Sorry
just has
about
his arms outstretched, like telling the truck, "Wait, hold on," and then, why am I holding this human?
Oh god, like Dio just falls dramatically into his arms.
He's princess holding me. I'm like, my prince, thank you.
Then you
Okay.
just do like judo flip and like.
Trying to think of how tall those things are. Um,
I'd say
But-
2-3 stories.
Yeah,
how many feet though?
probably around 36 to like 48 feet tall,
All right.
at least. At least.
Did you? So, for each size class then
Bones,
the
my
following
savior.
creature is potentially for Chivon. Um. All right. So, size category status category is. All right. Let's see. Well, it's probably about the. All right, that's the date. What about? Trying to
And
think,
this,
like how big of a size category that is. Um,
All you've missed
so it's
is
like
that Dio is currently falling.
huge. Or let's see.
All right, boys. I'll go to fall jail.
Roll,
Lock me up.
roll roll another athletics or acrobatics, um, because that will determine on. Okay, well that's you only take half damage because it's exactly 10 is what you need.
Thank you,
Probably-
God. Thank you for blessing these rolls today.
You get
So-
one.
like
One pity athletics.
so like you would take 2 damage as you actually do hit into bones.
Yes, let's go.
What? Oh, wait, he's actually falling on the. That's perfect. That is amazing. I
That takes 2 damage.
absolutely
Bones is
cannot.
hurt as well because he just got a flying human to the face.
It's just, I cannot fathom what's going through his head right now. So it's like, oh no, someone's stealing the bazaar. Why the fuck did a Power Ranger just fall from the sky?
Someone is stealing one of our containers.
He
Wait.
broke my fall. I'm like, oh, thank you, Bones. I really appreciate it.
You're still a bit hurt, but it could have been worse. It could have been pavement.
I assume Joe's gonna like land a bit. Could Joe like land in like a different angle, like not directly next to Dio? Just that we're kind of like, cause
Like,
that does make
I'm
I mean,
right
sense.
here.
Dio is currently on Bones, so do you really want to land next to Bones?
Trying to get to where the token is. There it is.
Oh yeah. We like re-roll initiative. By the way, because we still have initiative from the last section.
Yeah, can clear. Clear it. Boom. All right. So roll the initiative.
roll them on the Shabin footage.
All right. All right. This is what I put all my speed into. Don't fail me now. Okay. Well, it at least not less than 10, but it is somewhat less than ideal.
Oh.
Wait, did I roll initiative? Oh, I rolled 16.
Yeah, you guys didn't
Did it-
click on your token, so I didn't automatically add the add you to the tracker.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
What?
It
I
happens.
clicked mine though.
That also happens.
11.
Certainly, Roll20 decided to say no, you didn't.
Yep, I hate it when that happens. It's like, I know I did. Don't tell me I didn't. Like, nope, no, you didn't. All right, boom.
That's
All
it.
right.
I swear vengeance upon this initiative system.
Just swear vengeance on Roll20 in general.
Well, there's a couple skills. I'm like, why is this listed here? Wait, so actually, you'll be just right there. But you
It's because it doesn't really list it well.
You know, I'm gonna ask a question. Am I allowed to start this off in the dumbest way possible?
Those are
Hmm.
very worrying
Like
words.
just by making a joke.
oh well, you can always make jokes.
Yeah, there's no you can say X on your you can only say X on your turn.
Right.
Say it whenever.
And on the stream, I don't remember exactly what you're not allowed to say, but I mean, they definitely like if you say something, like and subscribe. But I don't remember what the no words are. Um,
Like, I'm not gonna be cursing or nothing.
Yeah, that's
I'm
pretty much
planning on making
most
the
of
most
any kind of builder.
obvious joke. The fucking your bog
Geo,
standard
did you get a
skeleton
boner?
reference.
do it. Just
Joseph is gonna land on the ground nearby, look at Bones, and with no regard for his cares, be like, "Oh my god, Sans Undertale."
so there's an attack coming in on you, Dio. Um, you can spend a story point to increase your health or not health, but your defense by 5 if you want.
Okay.
Just letting you know because you took half your health and damage already. So,
Yeah.
but that's just because he's right next to you. So
How much would a story point increase it by?
it's
5, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll do it because I'm not confident anymore. I'm down to 1 story point, but I have like 21 toughness for this 1 round. Right. Okay.
And that does not hit. All right.
I didn't even need to spend it, to be honest.
Well, I mean, you never know.
But when you endure an attack, do you still take damage
When what do you mean?
if you're using toughness?
Yeah, he didn't hit your. So basically, how it is like he tried to hit you. If you're actually just defending with your toughness, you are absorbing the hit. So if it doesn't meet your toughness, you take no damage.
Okay.
Unless the move specifically states that you have to use X to defend, you can choose to use either toughness or evasion.
You can, or actually any, as long as it makes sense, you can use any. Evasion, if you know the attack is coming, you can dodge it. Depending on situation, like Brian CP Steele actually discussed this on a video that he just posted, um, and it was like if you're in a laboratory or something and a robot is attacking you, you can possibly defend with your smarts
Willpower.
and yeah, so your willpower and to avoid the attack and because there's a conduit that's right there and it would hit it instead of you. Like, I mean, there's ways of
Yeah. I get
using
that.
different. So, all right, Joe Simone.
Alright, hang on. It says that my power clubs have reach.
Which
That's their range.
reach is
Your
essentially
reach.
the next, yeah. So 5 foot reach essentially. Any of the squares around you, including diagonally.
Oh, so I
If
still
you
gotta
can,
be
if you can hit it with your fist, you can hit it with your clubs.
Right. So you have to be adjacent. Essentially, is what it's saying.
Excellent. Yeah, so I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna use a power club real quick.
Free action to summon. Boom.
Yep. That does use a specialization because it's martial arts, right?
Yes.
Difficulty?
16.
Oh boy, we got a lot to do here.
Boom. It just hits and he's like, "Oh, that's nothing. I'm gonna take you guys down."
Very creative one-liner, I gotta say. 3 out of 10.
Dio.
Wouldn't taking the weapon out be an action?
It's a
Or
free action. So
okay,
whatever your speed is, how many free actions you get. So yeah.
I have a 3, so I get like 1, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. So the free action would be to summon it. So powerful or your weapon, and then you can still use standard action and move action.
And then reach means I can like attack within 2 squares in front of me, or just like
No, just adjacent.
okay. Then I'll pull out my
The
Cool.
reason why it's termed reach is like, so if it's something that is like larger than common size and has like it can actually reach 10 foot, so it has a 10-foot reach on the weapon. Not That's why they didn't actually specify 5 feet. It's whatever the creature doing the attack, whatever its reach is. That's how far it can reach.
okay. Then I'm pull out my handy dandy power sword and slap this boy. Be like Excalibur, which fails horribly.
He just brings up his sword. So you want some sword play, hey?
I'm new to this, man. Like, yeah, go easy on me.
What I want is to know where the hell you got your hat, because it looks ridiculous.
What do you mean? It looks awesome.
He got it from the the pilgrims. I mean,
I thought it was a witch hat.
it's kind of
Like, did you just rob a museum or something? Or are you from a museum?
yeah. I guess it's more like a witch hat. It's really weird. I've never. It looks
It's
pilgrimy,
an
but it's witch.
elongated hat of that same style.
So he'll use his sword against Dio again.
Oh, come on. I've been trying to roast this man, and he's just like, nope, kid goes first.
I mean, you have
Listen, Bones, I'm
options to
sorry,
dodge.
man.
He just wants some. He's fighting with a sword, so he's going to go after somebody with a sword.
Okay. Bring it on, man. I only have
No,
one
he's
story
trying
point
to hit
left,
you.
so
You
I'm
know he's
gonna have
trying to
to.
hit you, so if your evasion is better than your toughness, you can use that. Unless the sword
No, my toughness is better.
Oh. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I have a 16 toughness.
I mean, that's not bad. That's still good.
Yeah, I'll just try and tough it out.
All right.
Hopefully. Okay,
No,
never mind. Oh,
and a crit success as well.
Oh, so well, aren't you glad you didn't spin that story point because it still would have hit?
I guess so. Sure.
Oh,
I take 1 damage.
no.
It would be 2 points of damage.
Yeah, that's a crit success on an attack.
So you can choose to demorph and be at 1 health and knocked unconscious, or you can choose to go to 0 and stay morphed.
If I unmorph, he'll figure out who I
You
am.
you can either choose to demorph and expose yourself, or go to 0 and keep your identity.
But Zero isn't actually necessarily dead, so
No.
I'll
there's
stay
no
morph.
there's no dying in this game other than technically like they don't mention about dying, but there is drowning in it.
I think deaths for this system would have to be thematically appropriate. So think
Yeah, I got
magnetism,
it.
that kind of thing.
So you can take me off the turn order now, I guess.
All right, Joe.
All right. Well, I'm immediately gonna have to take this a bit more, a bit more genuine, because it's a pretty, tense situation. So I'm gonna drop triple strike attack.
All right.
I mean, I at least did some damage when I fell on him, right?
Yeah. I didn't set this to be equal to his health.
You probably did an equal amount of damage to him as he did to you.
He didn't. Well, are you referring to when
You
I
hit
fell
him.
on him, or when he hit me?
No, when you fell on him.
When you fell on
Yeah.
him, he
I
did
was-
an equal amount of damage.
Specializing.
He's just done more since.
Technically, I hurt myself more than he hurt me, so fuck you, Bones.
I think it's
You're
it's
unconscious,
same.
he's still standing.
God damn. All right. So that's one. Are you kidding me? And then I make a
You can-
martial arts
You can
attack.
spend a story point to reroll that one.
Can I borrow a story point from someone?
Yeah, you can have mine, man.
You have mine. I have 4.
Much obliged to whoever's down to lose. Oh!
There we go.
Let's go.
And then roll your last attack.
Roll my last. Like, I guess this is gonna look like my first one's probably gonna clunk against them. The second one is probably gonna connect, and then my plan is to wrap. Like, it'll like as after I whack them with it, the power clubs also can turn into nunchucks. So I'm going to use that to like basically I nunchuck him, wrap him around his head, and like bring his head down and kick him in the face.
I approve of this message.
Yeah. Oh!
Let's go.
That's yeah.
So, this alone,
Yeah.
like, not even the damage from the fall, like, this, you're attacking alone defeats him.
We did it. Yeah. Ooh.
You did a good chunk of the damage with your face.
Well,
I was not needed for this fight, honestly.
Yeah, well,
You started the damage train. Just
yeah,
don't finish
like, you started it off in probably the most intriguing way possible. But yeah, so I
And
assume,
I'm here
like,
racking up them viewers.
yeah, so Joe basically, like, wraps a nunchuck behind his neck, pulls him down, and, like, just full-on, like, karate knees him in the face, and I'm just gonna assume, like, he starts falling apart after that. And like, as Joe just kind of like looks at him falling to pieces, he's just gonna like, spit on him, just be like, should have drank more milk, buddy.
that's
What
what you,
about the sword, though, man?
Did the sword go away? Is the sword gone?
the sword, is still there.
Do it, Joe.
But-
Do it.
Is the hat there?
Yes,
God.
like his body itself, like dissipates. Like, I don't know if you've seen, if you burn paper, and it just has the blackness of it, and then the wind blows and just goes with it. Little teeny
Alright,
tiny pieces.
Joe's just gonna take the hat, like tuck it under his shoulder, pick up the sword, and like go to try to lift up Dio and start like trying to get him the hell out of here.
Roll a science, or if you want to like give him a health point so he can actually be active again.
Oh, I
Uh,
can give him one of my health points.
no.
You have to use the kit that he's carrying.
Yeah, he has the
All right.
med kit, so.
All right.
Which we said was either science or survival.
But it also automatically gives him one. So if you want to try to give him 2 hit points, you can roll, or just allow him to have one. It'll use one of the uses.
Okay, well,
All right, he still
he'll
gets
get
one.
at least one. Yeah, just
Well-
gonna.
I would have unmorphed, right?
No, you
no.
don't have.
No,
Yeah,
you
you're
don't.
still
Unless
more.
you use Dunmorph now. Because you were at you went to 0 to avoid demorphing, so you're still more
Yeah,
when you
you're
put
still
you back
more.
at 1.
I'm just on the ground like, did we do it, Joe? Did we do it?
Yep, you did it pretty much immediately. You broke his fist with your face. Yeah, he immediately died after he hit you.
Hell yeah. And then I my arms fall and I unmorph.
Are there any like other like thingamajigs around?
Any vehicles?
No,
Or-
like enemies that might
enemies?
spot us.
There's the 2 putties.
2 friend
The-
buddies now.
the 2 friend
Wow.
buddies.
Can they see us? That is the most important thing.
Let's see.
I think it'd be more important if they didn't see us.
Let's see.
The friend
And this
buddies are going to be
hour.
very confused, very sad, and then very resigned to their fate.
Just go
Nope,
to the
they don't
place
see
that-
you.
Oh my god.
All right,
Friend
cool.
buddies are
So
currently looking off in
before,
another direction.
so before anyone else notices, like Dio's like sat next to a Power Ranger, Joe's gonna quickly unmorph and just like he's just gonna like take the hat, the Bones' hat, and like kind of look at it. I hope these things aren't like cursed or something. For the time being, I'ma just not put it on my head. Do you need help getting up, buddy?
Yes, please.
Yeah, just gonna reach out a hand.
So the putties didn't see you before you guys, or while you guys were morphed or demorphing, but the putties come up on you while you guys are unmorphed. And they look at Dio, and they're like,
It's just gonna.
and then they come over and help you up.
It's
Oh,
just
thank
gonna
you,
like
guys.
back up, like trying to keep like the sword and hat out of sight. Like he has them like politely behind him.
You just have 2 putties under your arms helping you stand up.
No, you guys are the best. Honestly.
Yeah, you're
You know-
pretty rad.
I don't know what you guys' names are, but I like you guys. You guys are radical.
The credits are they're just labeled friend putty 1 and friend putty 2.
I label them as A and B.
It was A and B. Yeah. So, what are you guys gonna do after they help you up and like shaking their head, and, like as if they're saying "You doing all right?" type thing?
Yeah. After I catch my breath, I'm like, okay. I think I'm good now, guys. I'm gonna go home and take a good nap, but I really appreciate it, the help. I'll come see you guys real soon. Talk about more stars.
It's just gonna like nod, just like thanks a bajillion, guys. You're awesome.
And they'll like wave. Like,
Then we walk off into the distance.
Yeah, like Joe's gonna walk off. It's just like as like we get out of their like sight, he's just gonna sigh. It's just like, God, I am really glad they weren't like wondering what the hell that cape was doing there.
Wait a minute. Are those his hat and sword?
Look, man, I want to start cosplaying as a witch hunter when I'm a Power Ranger. What about it? I'm kidding. I don't know. I mean, figured we keep something. I mean, hell, you fell from a crane and somehow managed to still make that look cool. So kudos to you, bro.
You looked a lot cooler than me, Joe. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but like that's like the point of being an actor. You're supposed to always be pretending to be cool. Not many people can pull off a fall in the way you did, buddy.
Well, you know, you don't need to pretend, Joe. You're radical the way you are.
I do what I can.
I'm casually having a conversation.
We're just
Lieutenant
walking
is
on the road.
gone.
We don't have a car. We're just walking on the road back home.
I was just gonna think for a second, like, I really wonder what the hell the other two are doing with the Bazaar.
Jack's just taking it to the nearest like isolated area within the warehouse district.
I mean, do you think that thing was small enough to fit down a manhole? We could give it to PR.
I don't think our base of operations is going to be inside the sewer, Joe. We're not mutant ninja turtles, okay?
It's Hero Turtles. Hero Turtles. Actually, it is in the UK.
Hero
Yeah,
turtles, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
It's not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
it's not. It's teenage. It's not. It's teenage hero. What is it? Yeah, it's Teenage Hero Turtles. No, it's Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because they didn't want ninjas associated. Like that's really weird, but yeah, they're not ninjas. They're heroes.
How did they explain that? But they look like ninjas. And any Google search of these turtles would be showing up TMNT. That is so confusing.
You gotta love internationality. It's really wacky to learn that
But
other
onwards and downwards, as soon as Jack gets to a position where he feels comfortable enough to stop the truck, he would contact the others and tell them where he is.
Okay.
Alright.
Cat, are you just sitting and chilling on the ride?
Yeah, I'm chilling on the ride.
No dialogue.
Oh, well, I don't know what to say to Jack.
He is a very intimidating looking man.
Yeah, he's hard to talk to, not gonna lie.
His profile for her is just the scarred eye.
Oh my god.
It's his right eye that's scarred, so when she looks at him, she just sees that profile.
It's, yeah, I could be reading a book.
Well, if you want to read the book, I mean, read a book.
Yeah,
You know who I'm gonna call? Who am I gonna call? Phantom Ranger.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, like I'm gonna like lead us into an alley real quick. I'm gonna call him. I'm wondering if he picks up this time.
He does pick up.
Hey, buddy. So we got the Bazaar out of there. We knocked out a lieutenant. Got a question. Actually, two of them, but the one is kind of a tiny bit more pressing because so the lieutenant was Bones, I think. He was all skeleton-y and stuff. I took his hat and sword. That's not bad, right?
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but it might not necessarily be a good thing either.
It's just kind of a thing. I mean, I just kind of wanted to hang it on the wall and wherever we end up setting up base or whatever.
Well,
But like,
are you asking if there's something wrong with them?
it's like I don't really. It's like it's not like this stuff's like trackable or something, right? I don't know. Sounds kind of dumb in retrospect, but I wanted to cover all the bases.
Well, as long as you got all of the clothing, they shouldn't be able to track it down because they could use another piece of clothing to track it.
Shit.
Okay. Oh, well, this is going into the ground. Jiz is gonna stab the sword into the ground and put the hat on it. Well, yeah, well, I'll keep that in mind in the future. You should probably get the hell out of here, but while I'm doing so, one more question. We got that that gal who is she's a ranger, but like she don't got her morpher yet. How exactly can like we get her to you and take care of that? You back in like where we met up last time, or
Okay, real quick. So I did actually. I went back to make sure on how the morphers were acquired, and they were acquired after just morphing. Like he didn't actually give it to you. Like
okay.
they just appeared on the arms. So
I knew it.
I did
I
verify on
told
that.
you.
I feel like he did actually give it to us in one of the versions, but again, I might just be crazy.
I think that was 1.0 where like the very first session one where the my audio did not record. So I couldn't even tell you if that was the
Yeah.
case.
I'm pretty sure it was when he had us shake his hand that we got the actual morphers, and then we morphed.
So yeah, unfortunately I can't even go back and verify on it. So
Oh well, this is the way we got them now.
yeah,
We just have to have her morph in a safe location.
Yeah, shouldn't be too hard. I mean, she can even do it in the car if she really had to.
While we're waiting for them, Jack is going to have her get out of the car and actually teach her how to morph.
Ooh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah. So anyhow,
so
all right.
Jack tell her how to morph.
In order to morph the first time, you have to focus on the animal that was connected to your powers.
So this hippogriff,
Focus on it and say its name.
so I close my eyes. I focus on holding the statue. I focus on hippogriff, and I say, hippogriff.
And you feel the you feel something on your wrist and around your neck, um, and now you have a pink suit on.
Cool. While admiring myself in the mirror.
You're one of us now.
So how do you demorph?
Focus on demorphing.
Generally, it's
Uh,
power down.
So I concentrate on myself and concentrate on not on demorphing or powering down.
And when you demorph, you'll notice on your wrist there is a morpher. Um, doo-doo-doo. uh, do we not have it on here? Oh no, I think it was in the Discord chat. The morpher is has a round spot on it. Um, trying to find it. And then around your neck is a necklace with the hippogriff.
Is it on miniaturized?
I'm sorry?
Is it
Oh.
is it like
The hippogriff statue is still in your pocket. It's just
Right.
an icon of the hippogriff.
Right.
okay?
Yeah. And This is. Um,
The way I'd be thinking it is that they're all stylized versions of the head or the general body of the animal that we chose.
just like a little picture of it, you know.
Mm.
Um, doo-doo-doo. There we go.
For the morpher itself, I believe it was described as similar to the Ninja Storm morphers.
Um,
In the way that the necklace and the morpher themselves work.
yeah, or this is not the Ninja
Lost
Storm,
Galaxy
but
and
the Lost
morpher.
Galaxy. But like it's
Yeah.
kind of like that. So in the middle is where you would put the necklace.
Yeah. So that blue gem is where our icon would go.
Okay. So it looks like I'm wearing a lot more sweaters from now on.
You can hide it away with a flick of the wrist. But the necklace is no, there's not hiding that. But the morpher, wrist morpher, you just flick it and it will summon it.
You'll
Okay.
notice that Jax is still visible underneath his jacket. Like he doesn't bother hiding it at all.
So Jax, now what do we do with the stone?
Without a proper location to hide it, we'll have to ask PR for assistance.
So,
So-
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So PR's the guy that showed me where you guys were.
That's correct. He introduced himself to us as the Phantom Ranger. We've been calling him PR for short in order to hide our association with the Rangers.
Okay. Okay. So how do we contact him?
Act puts the finger on his communicator. PR, we have the stone, but we have no place to take it at the moment.
There's a abandoned warehouse that you can take it to in the abandoned warehouse district. Okay, forget that last part, but it was actually the show. There was an abandoned warehouse district.
We're not that far.
But
Okay.
he'll tell you where to go. Um, but be careful. Rita knows that something's happened.
Given we were escaping a lieutenant of hers, not surprising. Hope the others made it away in time.
They did. Had to remember if they actually contacted him or not.
Very well. Then I will transfer the stone to the warehouse immediately. Jack out. And he gets back in the truck. Waits for Cat to get back in.
Cat gets back in.
And drives off to the warehouse. Updating the others that this is the location that he is now heading to.
Yeah, just is gonna say like, Roger.
Roger,
Joe, I'm not gonna lie, maybe we should go back for that game.
it might be a little too late to go back to the cave.
Look, buddy. I made an impromptu grave for our little mishap regarding the fact that we didn't get everything. It happens, man. We'll have the next one with a cool sword.
Alright. I guess there's more lieutenants crawling around here that we can steal from.
I mean, you could like have the items, and you just need to find a way of blocking a tracking spell. You know. So you would need to find somebody who knows magic.
Yeah, that seems a bit far-fetched unless PR got us. But
He
at the
didn't really
moment,
seem like he had anything to help.
yeah, you
Like
kind
a
of seem
magic
more.
type.
You kind of seem more like a fighter archetype than any kind of magic caster.
Just wait for those oh god, I can't even speak. Equestria ponies to come in.
Look, like in the future, I'm sure we'll get to do a lot of stuff. Like that Madame Woe chick. She has a pretty funny hat. I think we can nab that.
You
Hand?
might be able to nab her gem that's on her forehead.
Well, regardless, I'm sure we'll get something to hang on our wall at some point. It's all
Alright.
kind of part of. It's all kind of part of the steps on the journey, buddy. And sometimes you just gotta stumble around a tiny bit before you really get to making some good memories.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks that we can't keep any of that cool stuff we got from Bones. Him being our like first big baddie.
Yeah. Maybe we could always just try to check the. Well, hey, the dock's not on our way, is it?
The
We
doc,
have to do like a whole 180.
like, they're like, we're just gonna make a giant circle and and what is it, family
I mean-
circus?
It's gonna be like hours before we even get there. We're like walking on the street, so a few more. Well, why not?
Like, how far have we come? How long has it been?
I mean, you guys probably walked, I don't know, maybe like 2 miles. I mean, it's not real. I mean, it's not super far, but it's not super close either.
It's like someone would have absolutely taken the cape.
By now, yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's Look, at the end of the day, I think we have the memory of the fact that Dio fucking fell on the dude.
So, where are we heading? Did PR contact us and tell us?
We're heading to
Jackson.
an abandoned warehouse in the warehouse district.
Cool. I've never been there before, so you're gonna have to lead the way, Joe.
Hey, look, we shot once or twice on that location, and I gotta tell you, it wasn't exactly the best idea. One of the warehouses we were in actually almost collapsed while we were filming, which, if you'd believe it, actually made it to the final set. Actually made it to the final cut, because frankly, that was epic.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, I end up in a lot of abandoned places or general rooftop areas in my line of business.
How much farther do you think we have to go before we can like hit civilization again?
Well, it kind of depends. I mean, if we're going there, there'll be a spot about, like, say half an hour out. But if we want to take a quick detour, we can get around if you're, like, hungry or some shit, which, I'll be honest, wouldn't blame ya.
I'm not hungry, but I'm very exhausted from getting beaten up.
So why don't you guys go get some food? Like, take a moment to. Well, healing
Yeah.
does take a little bit more
Yeah.
time, but you know,
It just is gonna think for a second. It's like, what the hell? Let's just get something on the way. On me. And he's just gonna kind of like shift course a tiny bit to go to like I don't know, a cafe.
well,
Burger King.
at this hour, it's Don Taco.
And
Yeah. If I'm trying to remember what the other. I know I pretty well. I'm pretty sure I mentioned another like fast food place. Um, what was it? It wasn't Queen
we can go
Burger.
down Taco.
I want to say it was like Queen Burger. Um, Box in the
Cousin.
Jack.
Box in the chat.
Well, take your pick. We mostly got those 24-hour spots open at the moment. I will be frank, I kind of forgot what time it was.
How about Queen Burger?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Um,
Would
Hmm?
would eating give us like 1 health?
um, because you're taking time to like relax, and I would say yeah, you can get a health from it. Um, because you need
Yeah.
you need your electrolytes and other nutrients.
I
That would
really
have
need it.
been really neat if Bones had attacked Joe at all. But nah, this kid fell on me, so I have to smite him.
It was because of the sword play. He wanted sword play. Um,
Oh, great.
I was
I
like,
got
I'm a beginner, man. I got this thing yesterday. He's like, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, well, I got to play with my fist in his face, so problem solved.
See, the fist is mightier than the sword. So,
Yeah, I'm alright.
good. Somebody is not back yet. So, going to still focus a little bit on you guys. Sorry, Kat. Um,
It's okay.
but are you guys letting them know where you're going?
It, like, I'll, like, shit, like, as we're walking over, I'm just gonna message, them, just be like, yo, I'll be honest, I'm beat at this point. I mean, that was a real tough fight. So, if you wouldn't mind me and Dio grabbing a bite to eat real quick before.
Cat.
You guys don't have my phone number, so
We're talking to the communicator.
okay.
Yeah. So you're hearing this coming from your wrist, even if you put it away. Your wrist, the morpher.
Yeah. Okay, Roger that. So assuming Jack heard that they're stopping off at getting food.
Oh, Jack just got back. Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I was focusing on them because Jack was away for a minute. So now that he's back, um, what are you guys doing? They mentioned that they're going to go get some food. Did you guys mention where you're eating?
I didn't.
Queen Burger.
I suppose I'd mention Queen Burger.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do, Jack and Kat?
Taking this truck straight to that warehouse.
Yeah, you guys would have already arrived there.
Then
Just
he's got to make sure that the warehouse is secure so they can hide the stone there.
so there's a reason why he told you to go to this. Yeah, you can secure it, but I mean, this is a place that it looks like it's falling apart, and some of it already has fallen apart.
He would be eyeing it with suspicion then, but would trust that PR knows what he's talking about. Hasn't
So
exactly
do
steered them wrong yet. So is this something we can drive into to to get the truck out of sight,
Yeah,
or?
you'll be able to drive
Okay.
into it.
Yep, that's what I do.
And are you guys gonna chill there, or are you guys gonna go join them for food? The food location isn't too far away. Just like 2 miles.
You can go join them at the burger shop if you'd like. I'm going to stay here for a while longer.
also got to figure out what to tell the head lady. Because the package was supposed to be meant for her.
If she
So,
asks about the package being in that state, tell her that you bumped into a older man while returning, and it fell into a puddle. Unfortunately, the box was unsalvageable.
okay, so I say
And if she
goodbye to.
asks for her name, give her Jack Taylor.
Okay, so I start heading because I see how much pocket money I have, and I see if I'm able to scrounge up for food. And it looks like I have enough for at least one meal, so I figured I'd go walk to Queen Burger and join the other two.
All right. So by the time Dio and Joe, you guys get there, uh, you do see Kat is like coming up, just like a couple minutes behind you.
Yeah, Joe like pause and like wait for him to catch up, or them to catch up. Gotta make like when I say them more clear because it makes it sound like I'm calling everyone. Anyhow,
Yeah.
it's just gonna like look and just like, hey, what's up? You wanted to join in?
Sure, so we can talk about what happened.
Yeah,
What did
but you know,
happen after you left?
So you guys get in there, right? Queen Burger is not like it's not a fast food. It's a like 24-hour diner, and you're greeted by the waitress. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Just find a seat
doing.
anywhere, and I'll get right with you.
Thank you very much.
So you guys find what are you guys wanting a booth or there's also you can sit
What would
at the counter, but
what would be the most? I assume a booth would be the most secluded.
well, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a booth.
So you guys sit down and she comes over. Hi y'all, how you doing? My name's Paula. Paula Ann. What can I get for you today?
Nice to. I'd
Is
like
gonna
a
like
Dr. Pepper.
All right. We have Mr. Pibb. Is that okay?
Yes.
I'll just have a unsweetened tea, thank you very much.
I will have a sweetened tea and a burger.
All right, I'll be right back and adjust some GIF with that for y'all. So she goes
You.
away and to put in the order.
Alright, so Joe's just gonna look at Cat and just be like, so what happened after you guys drove off? Like, did things go alright? Where'd you end up putting the cargo?
About 2 miles, and I point in the direction where the abandoned warehouses are. That way, and Jack's still over there.
Probably waiting for PR, right?
I think so.
Oh. Anyhow,
Well,
we had fun while that was happening.
Whatever.
I won't talk about it.
Look, you did alright, alright? I mean,
I I ended up like falling on top of Bones, and then he stabbed me. And then Joe ended up saving me by beating him to death.
actually,
Really?
well, before he says something like that, he's just gonna Joe's gonna tap him on the shoulder, like, yeah, I, convinced him to leave.
You saying that you
Joe's
convinced?
gonna, like, mutter, just like, whoosh.
You're saying that you convinced Bones to leave? This is what you're saying?
Yes,
All right.
like, he, like, mutters, just like, we should really watch our language. Remember, no one's really supposed to know.
So,
Figured no one could hear us from all the way over here.
well, there's Miss Paula Ann.
But
I think
like,
you're underestimating how nosy people in a diner are.
They do an awareness check to see if anybody's paying attention to us.
Actually, that is a good move.
That is a good move.
let's all just make alertness checks.
Let's all make an alertness check. Let's all make an alertness check.
Meanwhile, back in the warehouse, Jack is taking a nap.
No, I
What?
failed an alertness.
Build an alertness. Who are you and what'd you do with Theo?
What am I even worth anymore to this team?
I'm just wow. That's unusual. So it doesn't look like anybody's actually like. It doesn't look like they're paying attention. Um, but it is taking a little bit of a long time for nobody else really in. It's just the cook and the uh, waitress, and it's still taking a while to just bring back what you guys ordered.
Hmm.
Uh, wait, then what did he sense from the alertness roll?
That nobody's actually like really paying attention. That you can tell. Just it's taking an awfully long time to grab 3 drinks with nobody else in, no other customers. So
Is there, like, anyone in the shop right now?
there's just the cook and the waitress.
And I can't see them, right? They're in the back or something.
They're the waitress is doing something. Looks like probably rolling some silverware, and the cook is actually making a burger, but it's still like, yeah, she hasn't brought you guys your drinks.
Man, what's taking so long? It's just 3 drinks. There's no one else here.
We ask.
I guess so. And Dia walks up to the counter. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, how can I help you, honey?
How much longer until our drinks arrive do you think that'll be?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get that for you.
I
And
just forgot about us, apparently.
so she pulls the cups out from underneath of the counter and starts filling them up.
Then I'll go and sit back down. Problem solved, boys.
All right.
Boy.
Well, I mean, boys is a generalization term.
Yeah, I'm like, when I say boys, I'm like saying it BOIS. Like the boys.
I thought there would be a Z in there.
Oh God.
Ah,
A dialect inside.
B O
I
I
don't know where
Z.
the V would be.
I don't know how you managed to kill a little more of the inside of me, but you have.
It's the talent of mine. Truly a gift, I know.
I thought 10 years of dealing with teenagers would have killed all of it off.
Nah, they come up with new shit all the time, man.
Okay.
Remember the whole sheesh thing that they did for a while?
Oh, I still have to deal with that on Saturdays.
Fucking morons.
Our edgy Purple Ranger does it a lot.
Oh man.
What the Z? Z.
The sheesh.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Which
They do it.
I've not heard that one. I've heard of like the Z and Kui.
It's like a lot of things that it's things that like kids that only know pop culture because of Fortnite do.
Yeah, she's just like this thing.
I just made you very disappointed in the younger generation, didn't I?
I mean, it's yeah. No, yes, but no. I was already disappointed in it in the first place.
Just don't look up anything having to do with Fortnite because you'll get a lot of videos of kids calling Master Chief that guy from Fortnite.
Who's that guy? Spider-Man. What's he from? Fortnite. Slaps the child.
The child, yeah.
Anyways, so Kat, how does it feel to be a ranger?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just gonna like once again like elbow and like
Elbow
he
in
gets
the
like where
ribs.
he's just like. How about we rephrase that? What's it like being part of the group?
sorry, I'll try and keep it in mind. I keep forgetting that we gotta watch out for those 2 people on the other side of the restaurant.
You also don't know who's watching at any given time because magic.
If they're watching us via magic, they kind of already would know at that point. Like, let's be honest.
You don't know if something's bugged just watching everywhere. Because magic could have replaced the CCTVs.
So she Miss Paula Ann brings you guys your drinks. Sorry about that, and also brings Kat her burger.
Joe's is like nod and like thank you very much.
And if you don't need anything else, just let me know. And she walks off.
Will do.
So, Kat, how does it feel being one of us?
don't know yet. Still testing the waters.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
pretty complicated job to get started in, but I'm sure we'll all figure things out.
I mean, I probably won't be like the only new person. We only started like yesterday, and I think we're still missing a person. Jack, Cat, me, Joe. Yeah. Based off the original, there should be 5. There's only 4 of us.
There was one person that uh, I remember like was gonna do it, but uh, not able to. So
A lot of things piled up all at once. So had to prioritize real life over this.
well, I'm
Yep.
the person that actually was gonna play the job schedule got changed, had to work. So
Yeah, but
yeah, yeah.
I also had a buddy that was looking at joining as well, so a lot
Oh
of things
yeah.
piled up on him as well.
Uh, Well, anyhow, I'm sure we'll all figure everything out eventually. Did Jack teach you anything about the job?
Yeah, he taught me how. Uh, he taught me how to
How to
morph,
use the
how to
oh,
use the equipment.
yeah, there you go. That's a pretty good start. And that means we can at least get you started in the other parts of it.
So, you have your wrist device. How much do you know about it?
Just a little, just know that it's all that you can use it to communicate with each other.
Cat hasn't disappeared, right?
What do you mean?
I'm asking Cat, like, do you have it, like, the morpher disappeared currently?
Yes.
Okay. Then you know how to do that. You can also make calls on it, and in order to use it again to do the job, you're gonna need that necklace you have around your neck. If you hadn't noticed it already.
And so what? So what about? Uh, so what about the statue? Because it's supposed to go to my. What the hell is that?
What was that, Cat?
I'm trying to remember what you call. My orphanage lady. Where does So can I give her the statue because it's specifically I was supposed to bring back the package and this was the package.
So the package, the thing is still there. Like
Yeah,
you still have
the
the
physical
stat.
object is still there. None of
Yeah,
ours disappeared.
yeah. This is the package is something else.
Mhm.
Like it's not part of the actual like necklace. It didn't transform into anything. It's still the
You
statue.
still you still have the crumpled box wrapped in, that is
Yeah,
slightly taped.
yeah, that's badly.
You gave an excuse as to why the package is looking that badly.
Yeah. So I look at the time to see what time it is.
Well, it's like super late now. Um, like because it was you got there before the place actually closed. Um, so it was getting dark, and with what you guys did, it was already dark. So it's probably close to say like midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. So I finish my burger and I say, guys, I have to go. I have to go back. I'm really late. So
Hey, don't
That's
worry about anything. I'll pay for everyone.
yeah, it's understandable. It is starting to get late. I need to go back home as well.
I need a coffee for tomorrow, that's for sure.
I think it's a good excuse that would be given for this situation was I got roped into talking with some new friends and we lost track of time.
yeah. So I head out towards the orphanage.
Okay. Um,
I'll call Jack and tell him that we'll meet up tomorrow, so he doesn't have to like sit there waiting for us.
No response. Not like he hung up, it's just he never answered.
I mean, he probably is pretty tired too.
I mean, yeah, maybe he's probably just sleeping in the semi truck. I don't think he has a home. Now I think about it.
the semi truck has a sleeping section, like,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
As
like
long as he uses a
all semi
seatbelt
trucks do.
trick. As long as he
I
uses
mean,
that
this is
once.
so okay. So we're assuming that this is an extended cab kind of deal. So there's actual like sleeping area for long trips, and not just the seats and that's it.
Well, yeah, it's not like a box
Okay.
truck, so yeah,
Yeah.
there's. I've
Well,
not
there are
seen.
big rigs that are just the seats. They're not meant for out of state travel though.
Oh,
They're meant more for local cargo.
yeah, I've not seen the like. I've just seen even like the ones I know of. Like they have a sleeping area. Like it's not necessarily like huge, but they still have a sleeping area.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is one of those this is a fancy one.
I mean,
Uh,
it's not a like insanely large one. It's not like Optimus Prime size. Uh,
It, yeah,
but
it's still good enough for Jack to sleep in
yes,
until he finds something else that would be better.
Man, I think we just stole Jack's house for the future.
Probably. So we
yeah,
get an actual base set up. That's probably where he's going to be.
are you gonna sleep at our base?
Maybe. I'll set up a barracks. It's fine.
Alright,
it's
so
a mobile
anyway.
command center, right?
Technically, right now it's functioning as the mobile base. It's where
It's
these people
got,
are.
we got the Bazaar, so if we ever get poisoned, we can, that can get solved. But yeah, so it seems like we're wrapping up things right now, because I should
Yeah,
probably go and, like, nab some cough drops and some other stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Alright,
That's
then.
fun because I'm getting really hungry and
Yeah,
it
very
just
nice session.
yeah. Um, it was a good game. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Anybody have anything needing to say?
I have to say that it was absolutely hilarious how Dio fell in bones.
Definitely the highlight of the night.
That is absolutely, like, I know, like, he got knocked out directly after that, but that was still just, like, the best thing. That was great.
What can
I
I
mean,
say, man? I'm a dude of many talents.
Yep.
on the plus side, we have a temporary location where we can go and do certain things.
Right?
That's true. We have a vehicle.
Anyhow, then.
And that the very dilapidated warehouse.
Alright. So, in that case, I'll be skedaddling because I can hear stuff going on in the background, so I'll see you guys.
Okay. Have a good one.
Peace out.
We should make a main channel.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, me and
It is.
Normal, Me and Joe are gonna post a lot of memes in the meme
Yeah,
channel.
probably should. Otherwise,
Yeah.
something's might get buried.
Yeah. I just this has to just get shared. I can't do. I gotta do it like this. Save. Boop boop. Just so I can bring it up so the stream can see. uh, so true. All right. Well, it was a good game, and see you all next week. So.
Yep.
Yep. See you later.